What's up, Battle Union fans? It is me, TheDonphanatic, and welcome to the first top 5 Pokemon of the week. Unfortunately, we are a few weeks late, but better late than never. Anyway, this top 5 Pokemon of the week is where I will have gone through, looking at all the Pokemon's performances this week, and picking my top 5. Obviously, this video will be opinion based, so I would like to see what you guys think of the Pokemon that performed this week. Maybe give me your own top 5 too. Without any further ado, let's get into my top 5. Number 5. Mega Sizzle. Mega Sizzle managed to pick up 3 kills this week against impressively powerful Pokemon, such as Mega Sceptile and Metagross. Maybe not so much Mr. Mime. This Sizzle was meant to be able to set up against defensive forms of Rotom Wash. However, Ethan, standing in for Jedi this week, decided to bring a more offensive Rotom build, meaning Xenon had to really try and figure out how to use the Sizzle to its maximum effectiveness, while it couldn't exactly do what it was meant to do. It turned out that Mega Sizzle here turned out to be a great late game clean-up Pokemon, picking up the kills from the Mega Sceptile, the Metagross, while also showing its bulk to take the Earthquake extremely well, and obviously killing this Mr. Mime, poor soul, with a stab, Technician boosted, Bullet Punch, although the Focus Sash does delay the inevitable. Psyshock is obviously not going to kill, yet again displaying this thing's power and bulk. And that is why Mega Sizzle has made it to number 5 for me this week. Number 4. Feraligatr. Like many other water types, he's got pretty decent bulk, enough to let him live a Mach Punch from a Life-Orbed Infernape, which in turn allowed Byes to fire off one last Aqua Jet to win himself the game, despite there being a double down on the final turn. Feraligatr was key to breaking down the core of Frito's team, being Empoleon killing it off with a Crunch, and Sylveon killing it off with a Waterfall. Many people know that Empoleon and Sylveon can both be threatening Pokemon. Once these guys were out of the way, Frito didn't have much bulk on his team, and it made the job for Byes a lot easier. Number 3. Slowking. It may not be on the list for the same reasons as other Pokemon this week, but its job wasn't to get kills, its job was to be bulky. It did a great job of walling both Starmie and Mega Medicham, 2 huge threats on a then unbeaten team. However, Kyle did manage to triumph this match 5-0. Slowking allowed Thundurus to come in and clean up both Powdon and Starmie mid-game, which put Anima on the back foot. I didn't include the footage of that because this is all about Slowking. Slowking then goes on to 1v1 Mega Medicham for a decent amount of the battle, which is really impressive considering Pure Power boosts that 100 base attack of Medicham. It's not exactly easy to take hits from that thing. But in this battle, it done its job fantastically, paralysing both the Starmie and the Mega Medicham. Despite Medicham having priority, paralysing this thing is going to make it a lot easier to deal with. As Mega Medicham couldn't particularly hit Slowking too well, it was able just to sit in there and scald and try and kill this thing, or at least weaken it as much as possible for someone else to come in and revenge kill. It did get haxed a bit with the flinch and the paralysis, but hey, I don't think that matters when it done its job so well this week. That's why Slowking is my number 3. Number 2. Kecleon. Not many Pokemon will fancy their Chanseys against Chansey. I know I'm bad, sue me. But Kecleon, he doesn't mind. With the hidden ability Protean and moves such as Knock Off and Drain Punch, this Kecleon is easily able to dispose of Chansey relatively quickly, single-handedly. That really put Josh on the front foot in this game, taking down such a bulky Pokemon. Obviously Protean gives you stab on every move, and that turned out to be crucial in this game. Drain Punch was able to take out Clawitzer after being severely weakened from previous efforts in battle. And for Josh, this Kecleon has now got 2 kills this game. I'm really a big fan of offensive Kecleon, and it was proven. While Kecleon was then paralysed and later weakened, it was used perfectly as death fodder for this battle against Talonflame. Unfortunately it goes down, Talonflame goes down too. Kecleon put in great work this week, well done Josh. Number 1. Heatran, everyone's favourite volcanic Pokemon. Normally when a trainer sees a Mega Venusaur on the field, he or she is wondering how on earth am I going to kill this thing. With its thick fat ability and amazing bulk, it really is something quite tough to take down. However, this Heatran does not agree with that statement. As you can see, Fire Blast is a clean free hit KO. All this Heatran has to do is keep hitting these Fire Blasts, which it seems to be capable of doing. Pretty well trained Heatran if you ask me. However, Lorenzo's Venusaur probably wasn't the best set to take on this Heatran, and I think Lorenzo was probably resigned to losing this thing, depending on hacks based occurrences to keep this Venusaur alive. However, Heatran does take Venusaur down with relative ease, not losing much health at all. When you see a Forretress in against the fire type, there's only one thing that's going to happen. 2 kills for Heatran. Survives a Volt Switch from this Life Orb Thunderous, which is always impressive, especially as it seems to be an offensive build. Hits the sick Fire Blast in a row and kills Victini. Earlier in the game, it did also claim another kill against a Outrage locked Kyurem, and Flash Cannon, well, that's always going to kill this Heatran. As you can see, it's on an air balloon, the best Heatran, but this guy claimed 4 sets, broke down Lorenzo's team, and gave him no idea what to do. That concludes my top 5 Pokemon of Week 5. Congratulations to Heatran of the LA Deluxe race, and Gabriel, of course, the manager. Let me know what you guys think would be the top 5 Pokemon of the week for yourselves. Obviously, leave comments on what you think of my top 5, whether you agree, disagree, other things like that. And obviously, I will see you next Wednesday for my top 5 Pokemon of Week 6 of the Battle Union. See you guys later.